there. Welcome to our reading for April 2018. Now, this is a general reading, so see how it feels for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We are all spiritual. We're all psychic. We are all children of God. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. This could clarify the past. It could shed light into the future or be right in sync with the now. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. If you want a more in-depth look at your month, check out your sun, moon, and rising sign videos. And if you get a chance, try to check out the musical playlist that I put below. See if there's something personal for you in the lyrics, in the videos, in the songs, or just enjoy the tunes. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I hope you enjoy the reading. I'll see you in a moment. Virgo, welcome to our reading for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Let's begin. Let's get clarity on the energies coming through in April 2018. We're going to start the reading with the Archangel Oracle. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. We're going to start with one card, get some general advice, wisdom, and clarity for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Some insight into April 2018. Prioritize is coming through for Virgo. So there is an area in your life that needs a little extra attention. You need to redirect your focus somewhere. There might be a particular relationship or person that needs a little extra attention in your world. There's a certain matter you should attend to first and maybe come back to the other things later. It's reorganization and motivation to get the ball rolling. Sometimes it's hard to get started, but once you start, once that snowball begins, it builds up and it becomes bigger. It becomes easier to handle. You gain more strength along the way to handle something that comes into your world. So prioritize could be between different compartments of your life, love life, you know, going out, having fun, relaxation time, home, career, all of it, all working together to create a harmony and a balance. So it's rebalancing your scales. So what feels too heavy, what's too much of a load, lighten up that load a little bit and put a little more on your scale somewhere else. Have a conversation. Have a conversation with that person you've been thinking about. You know, get something out in the open. Prioritize, says Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So this could be like spring cleaning energy coming through, clearing up the clutter, you know, clearing up the mess, making more space to move, feeling more free with your energy. It could be rebalancing your energetic bodies as well. I feel like that's a theme coming through in April. So spiritual body, mental body, physical body, emotional body, something needs a little more attention, and in turn, everything gets rebalanced. Everything benefits from your focusing. So let's see, let's get more clarity on prioritize. You need to focus your attention on something first, maybe one thing at a time. Maybe you usually multitask, but there needs to be a little extra energy somewhere. So maybe you can multitask as well. Maybe a little bit of attention in a lot of different areas is how to get the whole thing done. So let's get clarity for Virgo on prioritize. I see a schedule. you writing something down, maybe marking something in the calendar. If you can do it later, maybe do it later. I want to say don't procrastinate. So that makes me think of being in school and having a report due and waiting to the last minute to do it. Maybe you can go to the library, get some research done first so it's not such a load on your plate later. Do a little bit at a time. You know, little spurts go a long way, even if it's just cleaning your house. You know, go through your closets, take one bag of clothes that you can donate a week, or one bag of garbage out a day. You know, one cabinet or junk drawer that you clean out a day in the long run becomes the whole house. You know, I see a garage, maybe something outside, clearing up space somewhere, feeling less clutter. So our outer world usually reflects our inner world. So if you feel clutter, claustrophobic inside, maybe start with the outside and then see how your energy inside changes. All right, let's get more clarity for Virgo. We're going to move along to a tarot card. Clarify, prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. I just see the snowball, you know, getting the ball rolling. Maybe you were heading uphill before and you get to the top of the mountain, the peak, and it's easier to get down the other way. Or going through something like uphill, gained the strength that you needed so that when you have that hill come around again, you get up it easier. I just think of like, I want to say like glute muscles. Maybe you're going to the gym, you know, or changing something around. It makes me think of circuit training. When you hit a plateau, sometimes you need to change something up, spice something up, do something different so you have a better reaction. All right, let's get clarity for Virgo. And all right, we have the Three of Wands coming through. So you're doing a good job. That ball is definitely rolling. You have different options available to you. There's so many ships here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships. So they could be coming towards you or going away from you. You have energy placed into something that's creative. So you have the right connections right in front of you that you need to get something going. This could be the right clients, the right customers, the right connections coming through to get on board with you. This could be a good idea you have, maybe something in business, maybe a side business, and I feel like it's something that you're into. When it's wands, it's creative, it's energy, it's adventure, it's excitement, it's passion, it's all of that like fiery kind of energy. So when you speak about this thing that you're into or you're doing or you want to do, you're excited about it and it gets others on board. They recognize the authenticity with your excitement. So you have more than one thing available to you. I feel like you have something behind you that you're finishing up or is done. You have something you're holding on to now. And you have something in front of you you're waiting to pursue. I like the ocean here. It makes me think of body surfing, and the ocean is also emotion. So something under the surface or breaking the surface or breaching the surface, feeling more free. This is also working well with others that want to work with you. I feel like the right connections are in this card, are coming through for Virgo. Like attracts like. So, you know, if something is sailing away, let it sail away and the right thing will come to you. I feel like you have more than one option for sure, Virgo. So you have multiple help coming through. He is so strong. Look at his back muscles. He has like MC Hammer pants on. So I'm going to put, you can't touch this below for Virgo. Look at those pants. They're like the parachute pants. I made a pair for myself when I was in like 7th grade and started to sew, and they had hot chili peppers on them. Maybe I'll put something by Hot Chili Peppers for you. All right, that's cool. Let's get another card. Let's clarify energies coming through in April for Virgo. Prioritize. Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. I keep seeing a calendar. So maybe there's something in the future. You need to circle the date, something like that, an event coming through. It could be like a convention, something like that, where meeting of like minds or like energies come together, you know, to make connections somewhere, the right connections that come through. I see like a convention. I want to say like a gem show or something like that, or like a home show, a boat show, a car show, something like that, where there's an interest, but there's different, I want to say, booths. That makes me think of a carnival a little bit, but like something where there's something of value there for you. Let's see. Maybe you make something. You can set up a booth or go to a convention or something like that. Maybe a creative project you have. Maybe you make jewelry or sew or make candles, or I just thought of wind chimes. That's cool. All right, let's see. Let's get clarity for Virgo from the Animal Tarot on the Three of Wands and prioritize. And we have the Eight of Spring coming through. This came through for somebody else as well. This is definitely multitasking. This is a lot of energy. You can handle it. You can do it. You might need to do one thing at a time or a little bit at once, you know, so it all gets done. When I see the Eight of Spring, it's like the Eight of Rods. 8 is a manifestation number. It's a powerful energy coming through. I see this as, I want to say, the group text, you know, or like you do something small, but once you send it out there, it's out there. Or something like a YouTube channel. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, something like that, or you make tutorial videos, and once you upload, it's out there. This could also be the opposite. So a lot of energy out there all coming to you at once. That makes me think of customers, clients. I even think of a restaurant for some reason. I like the bee here. I see the bee and I think of different jobs. You know, everybody has a job, something to do, but together they create that hive. They create everything working out as a whole. So I like the flowers. It makes me think of pollen. I'm also thinking of beeswax. Maybe you work with wax, candles. That makes me think of lost wax, jewelry, something like that. Maybe you carve, you're an artist, or you can take something and have a mold made. So instead of doing everything, like if you make jewelry, for instance, you could relate this to other areas, but maybe just do one good piece and then have it reproduce, so you don't have to do everything individual every time. You do a little bit of cleanup, you have less energy placed into something, and it gets out there more. So, you know, maybe you do carving. This is something, let me show you. This is something that I did in wax first, and then I had it made into a mold and had it cast into silver. And I actually have this one here. Somebody asked me if they could get it in a pinky ring, and I did it the hard way the second time, and I took my original and carved it out in the metal. That took forever. Chopped it up, soldered it back together, and then cast it again. But it was much easier to do in the wax first. It was a softer medium to use. It was really hard to carve it in the metal. So maybe there's an easier way to do something. So instead of doing this ring every single time, I now have a mold and I can get it reproduced if I want. So Eight of Spring is definitely multitasking. It's definitely a lot of energy. Sometimes it can be scatterbrained, so it takes a little focus, a little redirection of your energy. Here it's B. You've been presented with, well, many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sent you. So there are blessings coming through, even if it feels like a lot to handle. I feel like you can do it. You're pretty strong, Virgo. You can handle what comes to you. It's coming to you for a reason. If it feels too heavy, put it aside, lighten your load, and come back later if it feels right. Wait for the timing to be right on something. Or just jump in. Sometimes just jumping in head first, giving it a good old start, gets the ball rolling and it starts to feel easier. I keep seeing a hill, like a big boulder going uphill, like you're trying to push the boulder and it's really hard, but once you get to the top, it just flows down effortlessly. So I also see, I want to say, a new moon here. Can you see this? It's really back here. So maybe there's a new start or a new beginning, or pay attention to the new moon. It's like the moon's out in the day. It also looks like the sky is clearing. The clouds are going away. The sun is coming out and the moon is out. Maybe the sun and the moon are important. That makes me think of 18 and 19. All right, let's get clarity on Virgo. Clarity on the 8 of Spring, the 3 of Wands. Both of these are Wands cards. So fiery energy coming through, passionate, creative energy coming through for Virgo. And then prioritize. So organizing yourself a little bit so you can handle everything. Maybe it just takes a tiny tweak, you know, to make it all fit, to make it all work. We're going to move along to the Oracle of Visions. Let's get clarity on the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Spring, the Bee, and prioritize for Virgo. Clarity for, I almost said August. Maybe there's something in August that's important for Virgo, or coming along in August, making plans for August. But let's see the energy for April. Maybe the letter A is important. That was kind of random. Oh, I think there's a... It makes me... I know it's A, but then I just thought of Plan B. She said. I'll put that song below for you guys. I feel like there's another song that's Plan A. Maybe the Dandy Warhols? I'll put something by the Dandy Warhols below. Makes me think of Andy Warhol too. All right, clarity on the 8 of Spring, the 3 of Wands, and prioritize for Virgo. This card has come up before for somebody else. I can't remember now, but it's through the ages. It's having different perspective on a situation at different times in your life. So you see something one way when that energy is young and you're fresh and you're new at something, and then once the experience comes through, once you change, once you grow, you can see that situation differently. But there's always a meeting in the middle. There's always a place where it comes together. This could be a connection with like different generations as well. I want to say like maybe grandparents, parents, children, something like that. I want to say be open to suggestions and maybe stories that either children or somebody older than you has. I want to say be open with this card. Like different experiences somehow coming together. I see like somebody who doesn't normally use the computer or the internet, something like that, learning from a child who's amazing at it, but then the child learning beautiful stories and experience from a grandparent. I know that was really random, but I feel like this is also the same person. So you going through growth, going through changes, maybe you see something different now that you've had the experience than you did jumping into it. There's also a sun energy here with that mask. Seeing eye to eye. Let's get clarity on number 4. That makes me think of the Emperor taking charge of a situation, rules, solid foundations. There's also fresh energy here and fall energy here. So the spring and the fall. I like that she has the star tattoo. Or the mole here. It's like the Marilyn Monroe mole. And also, the ribbon here is red and the ribbon here is purple. So I think of the rainbow. You have, you know, infrared at one end. You have ultraviolet at the other end. But somehow, if you take that stream of color, that rainbow of energy, and you bend it around, at the top, they kind of meet. You know, the purple sort of blends into the red, so the root chakra and your higher chakras. So that's cool. Let's see. Number 4 is perspective and point of view. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you've found something's going on, but take your time, think a lot. Why, think of everything you got. For you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. Lyrics from Father and Son, Cat Stevens. There may be no right or wrong. The view is the same, but the perspective is different. Fresh ideas and experiences sharing the same eyes, but a different vision. Two manifestations of the same person share a commonality. One from the fresh, eager innocence of youth, and the other from the calmer, sobering maturity of experience. Both grasp the same mask in unison, their destinies entwined and ultimately inseparable. At some point, both will see the same vision, seeing eye to eye. I'm getting like closing that generation gap. Maybe there's somebody around you, a totally different age group, but you really get along. Or there's a helpful energy somewhere in a different age group than you. That's pretty cool. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading was helpful for you. I hope you have a beautiful month. I love you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.